Joining me right now is the Center for American Security co-chairman, General Keith Kellogg. General, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for being here. Your assessment of where the Russia-Ukraine situation stands now and how the U.S. is dealing with it.
Yeah, thanks, Maria. Thanks for having me. Look, he's set militarily, he being Putin. He's got the forces in place if he wants to go militarily. When you look at his array, he's really got him on the northwest, the north, the northeast, the east, and the south. He can do what he wants to do militarily. I think the diplomatic option is still open. You've got the UN Security Council going on today. Tomorrow, Prime Minister Viktor Orban from Hungary is going to Moscow. He's still playing the diplomatic string going forward. So I think there's still some time to work this diplomatically. But the biggest issue that he has got, he meeting Putin, he's very concerned about his security. And in Ukraine, to him, is a national security issue, and he wants him neutralized. Neutralized meaning he doesn't want him to join NATO. Look, where I come from on this whole thing, though, this is still a European issue, and we need to force the Europeans to still take the lead and go forward, because my concern is while we keep focusing in on Russia and we keep focusing on Ukraine as a nation, we start forgetting about China and North Korea and Iran. We need to really focus on those three areas as well, because this is really a European issue. It's not necessarily a NATO issue. Putin's not going to go into NATO. It would be national suicide to do that. But he's very concerned. We're applying pressure. I think the Europeans are starting to apply pressure. I think now it's still up in the air, but he's got all the options. All the options are on the table for him. If he wants to go militarily, he's going to go.
Well, I mean, you mentioned all of these other threats. You know, when you talk about Iran, your thoughts on why China and Russia, our two adversaries, are actually speaking on behalf of the United States when dealing with Iran. Iran not, you know, and then this administration wants to get back into a nuclear deal. Then there's North Korea launching all of these missiles in the last 2 weeks. Why all of this aggression now, on top of what's taking place in Russia, on top of the Chinese ambassador predicting a military conflict between the U.S. and China if America keeps emboldening Taiwan to move toward independence, General? Yeah. All of this at once.
You know, Marie, it all comes down to leadership and presidential leadership. And all of your guests have said the same thing. There's a real lack of leadership in President Joe Biden. They just don't fear him at all. And you can see that almost every single day by all of our adversaries. So they look at Biden as a very weak president. It gives them a gap. It gives them an ability to push and go forward out there. My biggest concern is what you're going to see in the near term. You're going to see a real alliance between the Chinese and the Russians and the Iranians. That's going to be a real problem set for us going forward. And that's, I think, the future that we have to look at. You know, it comes down to presidential leadership, and it's not there.
Yeah, well, they'll be there together at the Beijing Olympics, Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping, as the United Arab Emirates today intercepted and destroyed another missile fired at Abu Dhabi by the Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. This is the third attack on the U.A.E. in 3 weeks, General. There's that as well. Iran backing the Houthis who are striking at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, and I think just recently we took them off the list of terrorist states, which was just crazy to do so. And that's because we're looking the other way. And when you look at this, we keep focusing on Russia instead of focusing on all the other problems that are out there. Now, very candidly, Maria, I think part of this is he just doesn't have the team in place to do that. I think it's a very weak national security team, and I think it's led by President Biden, and they're just almost walking past the graveyard. And I'm just not talking national security threats that you see, but look what he's done on immigration. It's the same thing. Look what he's done on inflation or anything that's happening domestically. It's almost like they're a step behind. They're not catching up to the events going forward, and I blame that a little bit on his team as well. They just doesn't have the right team in place, and all of these things are starting to cascade towards us. And the Russian one is the most imminent one because it's the one that's the most, the one that you can see so closely visually. But a lot of these other activities are happening out there, and I just don't think we're ready to counter them.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that way, and certainly we're looking at a decline in defense spending, so that's not the priority. Yeah. The climate change is the priority that this administration has put forth. General, it's good to catch up with you. We so appreciate your time and your service always. General Keith Kellogg joining us this morning.